What's up, Tribe? Welcome back to the Positive Tribe Podcast. It's me, Dan, and
Derek.
We are going to be talking about the power of affirmations today. So, what is affirmations?
I believe affirmation to be positive thoughts or vibes or feelings that you put out into the universe, to put it shortly and easily. I don't know.
And that's exactly what it is. Now, with what we're going to be talking specifically is kind of telling yourself, giving yourself affirmations to kind of help build your self-confidence, build, your mental processes and everything. And
there's probably a physical side to it too, right?
Well, there is. Scientifically, there's multiple sides. I know it's kind of weird to, look in the mirror and say, hey, you're awesome, keep it up. It's kind of weird at times. I know.
When you first get into it, I think it feels very uncomfortable. But.
Yeah, because it's unusual.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's like, even if you're a skeptic, it doesn't hurt to just try and see how it is. But the power of affirmation is the ability to use positive statements or phrases to kind of help challenge negative or unhelpful thoughts and improve your own mindset and the well-being. Now, some of the scientific theories behind it we can look into are like the self-affirmation theory. Have you heard of that one?
I don't know if I have.
So that one, basically, it proposes that the affirming or the affirmations to yourself, your core values, kind of helps you maintain a self-integrity, and then it helps you also cope with threats to your self-confidence and your overall concept. And I feel that is actually a pretty good theory, because how often do you build yourself up and you just feel better that day?
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Or if somebody comes up to you and say, hey, you're doing awesome, does that help as well?
Yep.
I mean, it boosts your morale in the moment, kind of gives you that thought in the back of your head that, oh, other people think I'm good, so I must be good, right? Yeah. I mean, I think Muhammad Ali actually said it best. It's like, he said, I figured that if I said it enough, I would convince the world that I really was the greatest.
Yeah. And I don't want to make this comparison, but it's kind of like that fake it till you make it, saying,
Yeah.
You if you're not confident in doing something, but you just go out and try it and you tell yourself you're going to do it, I think you're going to do better than if you had self-doubt. And, it's like when you're out doing a talent show as a kid and you are worried about it, you're stressed about it, you're doubting yourself, you're probably going to do a little worse than if you had the confidence to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tell yourself,
Yeah, and so back when I was in high school, I was in drama, so I was in plays and everything, and it's like we would do monologues and things like that where it was just us us and one other person, and the amount of butterflies and everything that you get when you're backstage, it's like
it wigs you out.
It wigs you out, and my drama teacher, she had this meditation session that we would do before each performance. And basically what it is you would just, we'd sit in a room, turn off the lights, and she would just be like, okay, breathing exercises and focus on your character, focus on who they are and what they are, and know that you'll be good at what they are. And, it's like she's kind of building up that affirmation.
That's a form of affirmation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
And I will tell you that 9 out of 10 times that eased a lot of those butterflies.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
But when it comes to other scientific researches and stuff, like what other do you know of that are out there? I know there's like neuroscientist data that talks about how the brain works. I know I've touched on this on a couple other subjects. But when you are giving yourself those affirmations, it's shown on MRIs and things that it can activate different regions in your brain.
Yeah.
that kind of create more neural pathways that interlock and create a stronger brain, and then it also creates more positive thinking, because as you're giving those affirmations, those neural pathways are focused on the positive, and so those positive neurons and stuff going through your brain are building up and creating that overall supportive positive thinking. So it kind of helps with your outlook on life as well, not just...
Well, you're creating a habit. Your subconscious is all about habits, and if you're a habitual negative thinker, you're going to have to change that hardwiring, like you're mentioning. Yeah,
exactly. So. And but I know you mentioned a little bit about how it can benefit your physical health. Can you go into that a little bit more?
I don't know all the you've done a little more study on this topic, but from my personal experience, I know that when you're negative, your immune system lowers. You just create stresses in your life, and that has been proven to lower your immune system. So you're going to be more prone to sickness and stuff. So obviously, when you do the opposite and you create a positive mindset and put out those positive affirmations, you're going to attract good physical health. Yeah,
because it'll lower your stresses. It'll increase your self-compassion and your compassion for others. And then it also just promotes healthy behaviors. Because when you're happy, you're more likely to grab water, right?
Exactly.
If you're unhappy, what are you going to do? I mean, I know that
you're going to stay inside and avoid sunlight.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and then there's some people will go to drugs or things like that because they're unhappy.
Or binge eating.
Yeah, things like that. And like, there's a lot of negatives, and that's kind of what we're trying to say here, is that positive affirmations work, but if you're down talking yourself all the way, that's going to do the
exact same thing.
Yeah, it's going to
do the opposite. Yeah,
exactly. And so it's like, it's going to bring you down if you start talking bad about yourself. If you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look like poo, or things like that, you're going to start believing it.
I think we all know those people that always say how bad of luck they have, and they always talk negative. And I always want to tell them, like, well, you have bad luck and you're always in these bad situations because that's all you put out in the universe. That's all you attract because that's all you know.
Yeah, and that the law of attraction. I mean, we've mentioned that a couple times. Maybe we're going to do an episode on that. That's what we'll do. We'll do an episode on that one of these days. Because that's exactly what affirmations are. It's just something you're putting out.
Yep.
And the more you put out of something, the more you're going to get in reciprocation.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's like, I really think that everybody should write down an affirmation for themselves. Put it somewhere that they should see every morning. So if it's on your bathroom mirror, like Cameron Formaster did in his video that we talked with him about, if it's
reminder on your phone,
reminders on your phone, even just write on a piece of paper, tape it to your rearview mirror in your car. Just put something down on paper that is a positive affirmation, saying you're awesome, you're good, hey, good looking, something, and just put it there.
Yeah.
And see it every morning. And I mean, almost like a positivity board. What's the dream boards? Things like that. You put it out there, and you're going to get it back, or at least you're going to work towards it. And
it does make a difference. Yeah,
it does. It really does. Anyways, is there anything else you can think of?
No, I think that's awesome. Amazing topic. So yeah, let's hear from you guys in the comments. What positive affirmation are you guys going to post somewhere where you can see it? Let us know.
Tell us where you put it, because I mean, I would love to put more around places that I wouldn't even think of putting them.
Exactly.
But hey,
cool.
Till next time.
Thanks, guys.